Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. Hey, Kirk24, how you doing? Getting some shipping done before we go into the weekend. Gonna try and hit up the range. Got our Labor Day sale starting Monday. Actually, the code's live, so people want to start doing it early. That's fine. But technically, it starts Monday. Right on. Have a good one, Kurt. Thanks for dropping by. In burnt bronze. There we are. Burnt bronze, desert sand, and Glock FDE. There we go. And save. Hey, welcome to the live. How are you all doing this evening? 2A is the way. Let's swap that thumbnail for... Yeah, you should do. You should do just fine. Hey, Brookside, how you doing? Duskover Actual, what's going on? Thank you all for popping in. Appreciate those likes. There we are. So, we got our Labor Day sale starting Monday. Code's live now. So, I guess it starts today. But, we're doing 15% off SM19 strip slides in burnt bronze, desert sand, and Glock FDE. Oh, not too bad, Dust. Not too bad. We'll be doing that all the way up until September 7th. That's when the sale ends. Doing some shipping right now, getting stuff sent out. There we go. Let's get you all wrapped up here. Should we do an evening live, chat up some slides, 2A, whatever anyone feels like chatting about, asking questions, by all means. You know, we just switched site tools, Brookside. Man, what did we just switch it to? Ah, man, that is going to bother me. That is going to bother me so much. But anyway, we have a site tool to line up everything just right. What if I could still pull it up? No, we didn't order it there. I know there was one we were using that we absolutely hate. And which one was it? Oh yeah, here it is. I think this is it. The Real Avid Universal Glock Sight Pusher. Thing sucked. We broke 2 of them. But what you gonna do? Okay, this one's set. Let's seal you up. Sending out some slides. Sending 30 off to Texas. Hey, Pac Tupac, what's going on? Slides range from 145 to 275 on the site, but we're doing 15% off for our Labor Day sale on Desert Sand, Burnt Bronze, and Glock FDE. Well, it was somewhere, wherever it went. Be hunting that down. It's Real Avid. The one Avid, there are the 2 Avids we had Brookside, did not like them. They broke. Now, granted, this might work just fine for you, but after I think we got through 50 to 80 slides somewhere, they started to break down. So for lower end use, they might work great. This question on the Space Worn slide: is the muzzle end milled out next to the barrel? I'm on the website now. What you talking about, man? Milled out next to the barrel? What you mean? Oh man, the turbo looks nice in Space Worn. Forgot about that. Yeah, I should have led with that. So, yeah, they worked fine. It's just when you're cranking out as many slides as we are, they wore out too quickly. So for individual use, they're probably perfect. It's just volume is where they suffer. Omar, what's going on, man? Yep, got a big old box over there. 30 slides heading off to Texas. Oh, right on. Let me pull that up. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, the chamfered edge? Oh, little dog. It's a great alarm dog. It's horrible at everything else.
I'll fall over.
Let's see. Could you elaborate a little further on that, Dust? What do you mean? The chamfer's done separate. Like, this whole process is done without the barrel. I keep doing that. I really should have this on a different rear side. There we go. Let's see, where's this one heading off to? New Jersey. Gun lovers in New Jersey. Right on. As we send a slide off to one of our wayward 2A loving friends in one of the battlefield states. Because New Jersey hates guns. Not as much as California, mind you. But they're not fans. Yeah, that style of chamfer is done on most of our slides. The Viper has it too, but to a different degree. So the Viper's chamfer is much smaller. And on the other slides, it's definitely more pronounced. Okay, there we go. We got that one. Let's make sure that's correct. Actually, I already sealed it, so it's a little late for that. But that's okay. We can always rip it open. F the ordnance, what's going on? Could I mill a hole? What, like in the chamfer? Yeah, I suppose. Like in the... like... yeah, I suppose. What, for like porting purposes, or... oh, maybe. Small real estate, but I mean... we can do this, so yeah, we could probably do it. Skeletonize it a little bit. It's not going to cut off too much weight from the front end. Suppose it's possible. Zanti, what's going on? Patriot Arms. Oh yeah, FE Ordnance. Hit him up on some of that. He probably has a better opinion on it. We've just been trying tools until they work. Oh, triangle would be a little harder. If we did a rounded triangle, that'd be easier, but like an actual triangle, you'd probably need a laser for it. I mean... might not look bad. Yeah, rounded would be easier to do, and we could probably get a small enough end mill. Stop making me think about things. Oh, let's see, where was the next one? Where's this one going out to? Illinois. Okay, Illinois. This one, he actually got part of the sale. It is a 19. It is a turbo. It is flat dark earth. So he's getting his 15% off. So every 19 we have that's in burnt bronze, desert sand, or flat dark earth. 15% off right now. Well, I should correct that statement. Every strip 19 that's in those colors, 15% off. Hey, gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Talking about guns, slides. We got our Labor Day thing going on, so feel free to ask any questions. I'm just packaging slides up for shipment in the background. Make sure y'all drink water and stay hydrated. You are always free to learn, gaming. We get quite a few people who are not American. They are always welcome to ask questions. We make these slides here ourselves, right in Arizona. Okay, here we go. This one. Make sure we check the product. Shipping this off here. Okay. 19, turbo, flat dark earth, getting sent off. Anyone from anywhere can ask, though we do not ship outside of the United States because of ITAR regulations. The State Department's very clear on that. And I don't need the ATF showing up, you know? We like our dogs too much. Even the yappy one. There we go. 30 slides to Texas so far. This is going off to Illinois. We just wrapped one up for New Jersey. What's next? Next one's going off to Connecticut, another not very pro 2A state. Hey, all right. Shipping all over the U.S. Heck, we shipped one out to Guam a little while ago. Where's this one going to? Yep, Connecticut, Illinois, New Jersey. 30 off to Texas. It's not a firearm, that's right. Oh, and this one off to California. All right. We're almost hitting all of them here. Now I just needed New York. Now I just need New York, and we're golden. And to Washington. That said, I'm sure some of you have seen what California is trying to do coming 2026, 2027. They are trying... Come out of there, you. They're trying to turn barrels into background check items. Oh, speaking of barrels, some of you have asked previously, are we getting ported copper PVD barrels? Yes, yes we are. We've gotten some of them. So they'll start to show up on the website before too long. Hey, thank you, Patriot Arms. As we can. Coming up on our 3rd year in January, and we are going to be attending SHOT Show if all goes well. There we go. You know, I find it funny that California dislikes the Glock Gen 4s and 5s so much that they have to ban them. But the funny thing is, if you look at... Like, I just got a Glock Gen 5, and there is a serial number on the barrel, on the slide, on the frame. You think California would love Glock. But nope. Because it's not about making sense. Oh yeah. They're also still working on that micro stamp thing for 2028, where the shell casing will come into contact with the breech face or the firing pin or whatever nonsensical BS they're talking about that will stamp every single shell casing upon ejection. They want to try to have that implemented by 2028. And then, of course, they also want to ban future Glock sales by 2026. Because, for some reason, so scary. There we go. Let's do a little refresh here. Man, thank you so much for the likes, everybody. It's greatly appreciated. I can't tell if I'm getting new subs anymore. Once we broke 1K, it doesn't update me immediately. So I'm not 100% what I'm getting new subs, but if you did sub, if you're new, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hey, there we go. I can check it in my studio. We got 3 new subs. Thank you so much. There we go. Let's see, which one's this? Why would Glock serialize everything? Well, probably the same reason that Colt and Smith & Wesson did it previously. Parts tracking, they can get everything for it. But Glock's also playing some weird... What do I want to call it? I guess running cover. Because they're starting to deal with getting lawsuits, kind of like Polymer 80 was. And it's because of the switch. And I think Glock is trying to run cover against the anti-gunners so they can deal with less lawsuits, less issues. But that's just a theory. I don't know for sure. I'm sure an attorney somewhere advised them it's a good idea. Harong, if I'm pronouncing that name incorrectly, sorry about that, but welcome. Welcome to the live. Yeah, that's what I just checked on, Patriot. Yep, got a few more subs. It's greatly appreciated, everybody. Along with the likes. So this is the one going out to Connecticut. So let's get you all set.
Not you, not you. Oh, this should work.
There we are. But if you guys have any questions, these fit the Generation 3 Glock 19, and we also have them for the 17. I do have a little bit of news about the 26. We are in the process of machining one. So, not quite ready for testing, but it is undergoing machining. So the 26 is getting a little closer. Every day. Well, except this weekend. A lot of us are taking some time off. Gotta have some time with the family, you know? A few of us are staying behind to deal with shipping and answer questions and stuff, but it's family time. And I encourage you all to take family time. Don't be wrong, get out and earn that paper, but family time. Time in the military took a lot of time away from the family, so now I spend time with them when I can. Much as I can. A lot of missed holidays, a lot of missed birthdays. Spend time when you can, people. You don't get the time back. Right? You were not wrong there, Patriot Arms. You were not wrong. And he says, it's crazy that gun manufacturers are the only ones who can get sued for the actions of others. Don't be wrong, if they could sue Ford for a drunk driving, they probably would. But we are not responsible for the evil actions of others just because we make a product. There are plenty of responsible people in the world doing everything absolutely right. And people are trying to dictate how we should all live based on the evil actions of a few, instead of just focusing on punishing those few. But then for some reason I can't get the cops to deal with the tweakers in the area. There we are. All of our slides are made out of 17-4 stainless steel. A lot of competitors make their slides out of 416, but if you ask around, you'll see that quite a few people have had issues with some companies and their 416 steel, either because the cuts are too aggressive or because the heat treatment wasn't good enough and it caused the slides to crack. We do not have that issue utilizing 17.4 stainless steel. Don't get me wrong, every steel is subject to stress. But in this case, if you're going to pick between the two, 17.4 is the way to go. Yep. 416 is a good barrel steel. And it's not as bad as a slide steel, it's just there's less you can do with it. For example, you're not going to see a whole lot of companies doing stuff like that. Why did we do it? Because it looked kind of cool and because we can. That's pretty much it. If gun manufacturers can be sued for the actions of others, so should pharmaceutical companies. Absolutely. Now, who do I sue that makes forks because I like Southern food? There we go. And let's check this tracking order. I don't like the looks of that. I see. He's using a different username. Okay. Okay. That was confusing, but we got it. Off to Connecticut. I should have started this earlier when we were working on the 30 slides to Texas, but that one was really focusing on packaging, so I just couldn't really focus on the live if I was doing all that. It would have been a lot more wrapping, though. That box is freaking heavy, too. Thir 19 slides in it. Now get in there. Get in your polymer bag. Get in your home. What, are you too good for your home? Get in there. There we are. Tomorrow, I'm hopefully going to the range. I'm going to be testing out this baby right here. Going to be fun on a bun. If I don't get delayed from doing it again. I have gotten delayed from going to the range like every day this week. So aggravating. How about y'all? What you carrying? I typically carry a 19. Including our clones. Yep. I carry a clone out and about. And it runs. And for two reasons. I trust it, and because people ask questions. They're like, hey, what the heck's that? I've never seen that before. Charles Laporte says staccato, C, single stack. Right on, man. I've never shot a staccato. I don't think. I've shot a lot of guns. I don't think I've shot a staccato yet. Or if I have, I don't remember it right now. A lot of guns. Okay, there we go. That one's all wrapped up. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, got another one for the Labor Day. Where's this going to? California? And burnt bronze. All right, let me go grab that real quick. Alright, here we are. One, burnt bronze. Hillet. $15% off. Yep, while technically the sale is listed to start Monday, the code is live right now. So, if you guys use it, by all means. Don't call me radio. What's going on? Gotta get that range therapy in, man. That beautiful range therapy. Rain has you busy? But yep, the first Stiffler Manufacturing SM26 is in the early phases of production. Now, that doesn't mean we're done. This needs to be machined, which it's currently in the process of. And then after it needs to be machined, it needs to be checked against OEM specs. And then it needs to be range tested. And so if we don't like any aspect of it, it's getting scrapped and we're starting over. Not really. We're making adjustments. If something doesn't work or if we don't like it, we're going to make adjustments and keep going. Okay, bubble wrap, bubble wrap. So looks like everybody only has Stiffler clones and staccatos this evening. Right on. That's a cool crowd. There we go. That should work out just fine. And I dropped it. Blem. Let's swap you to all messages. There we go. And cut you off. There we go. There we go. That should be plenty of bubble wrap. But yep, I'm going to go dump a bunch of rounds at the range tomorrow if all goes well. Going to test fire that SM19 Turbo and Camo right there. And I think when I'm done, we'll have put 500, at least 500 rounds through that one with the optic on it from Siley. I might go bring some other stuff to test fire too. Right on, Patriot. I haven't taken the old shoddy out since last summer. Yep, definitely got to get out to the desert and do some range practice out there once it gets just a little cooler. We still hit the hundreds today. So just a little more. Okay, here we go. That's all nice and wrapped up. Let's see, do I have... Don J, what's going on, man? I need another polymer bag. Thought I grabbed everything. All right. Almost done here. And that'll be 34 slides tonight. Buying a Glock 21C tomorrow. Right on. Damian Christian, what's going on, man? Man, that's nippy, but I'd shoot in that weather just fine. Wait a minute, I had a question for Damien, and I totally spaced it. What was it? That's what it was. You got it from a local FFL, right? If you don't mind, man, if you're able to tell us, and if not here, feel free to message us. What FFL was it? I always love knowing what stores have our stuff, because sometimes we send stuff out through our distributor, and you never know who's getting it. Outback Firearms, right on. I don't think that's one I've reached out to before. I have a list of like several hundred businesses we reached out. When we first started, we were reaching out to businesses left and right. Okay, let's put you in here. Get in your bag. Get in your bag. There we go. Ah, okay. I was to say, if they're interested in more slides, they can just reach out to us. We sell big, we sell small. We provide for all. Okay, this goes here. Right on, man. Appreciate it. Even if they only wanted like 5, I'm sure we could work something out. Tonight we still got our Labor Day sale. That is now live. Technically it starts Monday, but the code's live, so if people use it a bit early, who cares? There we go. Alright. Might be the last slide for tonight, but I've wrapped 34, so... It's been fun. I'm getting tired of the polymer bags. 30 out to Texas, 1 to California, 1 to Illinois, 1 to New Jersey, and 1 to Connecticut. Pat, what's going on? Vance Outdoors. That sounds familiar. Don't know why it sounds familiar. Maybe I've reached out. Maybe not. Then again, the names are starting to blur after so long. We're all kind of the same stuff. We're all well, not us. I guess manufacturing doesn't really count. But everybody's a tactical. Everybody's an outdoors. You know. Oh, yep. So slides get bubble wrapped, put in a plastic box, and then put in a polymer bag so that it is protected from shock as well as moisture before it gets to you. And the plastic boxes definitely help because we've gotten more than a few people who are very overzealous with their box cutters and have actually scratched the slide. Yep. And then they tried to tell us we got a blem. And then when they set everything back to us, we're like, wait a minute, this is like a perfect cut through the bubble wrap. Don't be aggressive with your box cutters, people. Of course, the plastic boxes kind of prevent that now. Machete. There we go. Okay, California, you are all wrapped up. Good to go. All right, so what questions does everybody have? We're doing our sale. 15% off SM19 slides in burnt bronze, desert sand, and Glock FDE. We're working on the SM26. So for those of you who like Glock 26s, we'll have those at some point. Can't give you a timeline, but we are working on it. And for those of you that want a 19 in those aforementioned colors, go ahead and check the website. They're 15% off. Yes, we are working on a 43. I can't say. Don't have a timeline for it right now. Sorry about that. I had a bit of a mute there. Talking with the family real quick. Not in a rush at all, Pat. Patriot Arms, thanks, man. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the likes. It's greatly appreciated. And I know you all heard that pop. I'm still being healthy, drinking that water. Then again, it is from France, so I don't know. Frog water. Well, that is the gist of it, guys. If you don't have any questions, we've been hitting this up almost. I'll stay on a few more minutes. We'll hit that hour mark. Fermented water is great, but you got to have that regular water too. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I just got done wrapping 34 slides. Those are getting all sent out. We're doing our Labor Day sale. The code is live. So definitely feel free to check that out on the website. Actually, I will post the website. The 1K giveaway is still on. We are still doing it. We just have to make the slide first. And there has been some debate as to what we're going to make. So that's kind of delaying things a little bit. But we are still going to give one away. Oh my god, so many emails. Most of them are junk, though, thankfully. Let's see. Have a good one, Patriot Arms. Thank you. Man, thank you all. And every time we pop on live, a bunch of you just stick around with me, listen to my rambling, nonsensical BS. We'll get to talk about some guns. Good times. Good times by all. Oh, Rio sent something again. Man, he is doing a lot of content with that SM-17 Viper. So, Rios Reloaded has one of our SM-17 Vipers. And it's in graphite black, and he's just doing a lot of stuff with it, which is pretty awesome. Got a few more slides out there, out in the wild, waiting for people to do stuff with them. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be exciting. And if you got any one of your own builds with any of our slides, feel free to send us photos. Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Love seeing them. We love seeing people's builds. The stuff people come up with is just insane. Like one guy did a whole orange camo thing based off our Hunter orange slide. It was wild. Almost at that hour. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Welcome, or thank you for checking out Stiffler Manufacturing and our crazy slides for the Glock 19, the Glock 17, the future Glock 26 and 43. We are doing our Labor Day sale, 15% off our 19 strip slides in burnt bronze, desert sand, and flat dark earth. So check them out at stifflermanufacturing.com. You'll see them up there. And the sale goes until September 7th. So check that out. If you're looking to do a new 19 build, looking for something in those colors. And thanks for just dropping by. Thanks for the comments, the likes, the subs. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for having, thanks for popping in, guys. I love having you here. It's great. But that's it for the night. So thank you. And as always, stay 2A every day.